Tonight, a Lakeland man's facing money laundering charges after deputies say that he was the ringleader behind an illegal gambling house. Fox 13's Carla Byron spoke with Sheriff today, Sheriff Grady Judd, about this long-term investigation.
39-year-old James Kerr of Lakeland is accused of running an illegal gambling enterprise out of Winter Haven.
We learned that James Kerr was running a big-time operation and making hundreds of thousands of dollars.
This building here behind me on Avenue D Southwest, which is currently occupied by a new business, was one of the main locations where detectives say Kerr was hosting his illegal poker nights. After getting a tip, undercover detectives infiltrated the high poker games and later discovered Kerr would make multiple transactions among various bank accounts. Between 2021 and 2023, detectives say Kerr tried to hide illicit earnings of more than $800,000.
Now, keep in mind, he's also a professional gambler. If you search him up online, you can see that he's won a lot of money legally gambling. But guess what? He became greedy and decided he'd set up his own illegal game, and that's when he got arrested.
You are charged with 3 counts of fraud and money laundering, $100,000 or more, 3 counts of that.
During Kerr's first appearance, his attorney argued the state doesn't have probable cause for the charges.
He got the illegal gambling debts and he put them inside his own bank accounts. It's no different than putting your illegal gambling debts in a sock, and putting it there. That's not the laundry. That's not the washing.
Sheriff Grady Judd says odds are there may be more charges to come.
For those others that were gambling that have not yet been charged, the investigation's not over.
Okay,
in Polk County, Carla.
On that shit, bro.
I mean, why not go to the casino if that's the case, right?
Little gambling ain't gonna hurt nobody, man.
Yeah,
Really?
it's
like a friendly dice game with the Rellies.
Huh?
It's like a friendly dice game with the Rellies.
Yeah, I mean the people actually like the underground gambling spots because whatever, like say, with these new apps, if let's say you'll win 200 on a $500 bet, right? Like, as you get closer to the game, whatever game that you're betting on, the shit'll dip lower and lower and lower and lower. With the underground joints, not only do you get more money, but it don't change. Getting closer to the game, it doesn't change.
Word.
So you can get it 10 minutes, 30 minutes, 20 minutes before the game, and it'll still be, your winnings will still be the same. You know what I mean? It's still the reasons why people like messing with the underground as opposed to the legal gambling. People legally gamble too, but it's a reason why people like to go underground with it. You know what I mean? I think the money he made from he probably was doing it for a while. So the money that he made from it, he probably could have set up something legit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how much it costs. You know what I mean? But hey, man, it's a hustler trying to hustle, man. I can't knock him.
Yeah, for real.
But you can't take money from illicit stuff and just slide it in the legal bank account. You know?
Yeah,
what I mean?
for real.
Noodles. You know what I'm saying? You can't slide it in a legal bank account and shit like that. So, should have been a little bit more slick on how you did that, because that's gonna leave a paper trail. And even if you don't get caught up, the bank looking at that funny, like, all it takes is them to do the audit, or, you kick off a red flag in the bank. Next thing you know, they checking all your accounts, they checking your transactions. They want to know where all this money came from. Over $10,000.
That's a flag.
That's a flag. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And you got to have proof of funds. So.
Yeah, you got all these cash deposits.
That's where I was gonna go with it. And it said that he racked up over 800 bands, right? So just the interest on that alone, if you putting that in the bank and it's in a high yield saving account or a fucking bond, you know what I mean, to where you can't touch it for 2 years, shit like that. You know,
$40,000 a year.
It gains interest on that shit, and you got to report that shit.
40,000 a year for that 800.
100%, you know what I mean? So you definitely got to report that shit. But also, it said that Brett is a known professional gambler. So with him being a professional gambler, he got to report his winnings to the IRS 100%. You know what I mean? So he's getting, if you're using illegal money to, say, oh, I'm a professional gambler and use that on your taxes and shit like that, on top of putting the illicit funds, if they can prove that, which they raided the house and, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Looks like it's funny for Brett right now, 100%. But
don't look good for the guy.
I mean, how much he facing though? Like,
I don't think he would be facing too much time. I think
ain't nobody
the
getting
the laundering charge is probably what's going to hit him the most, because then that the time is it's specified to the amount of money. So it's like they said, like he already went over 100,000. So I'm wondering if, you know what I mean, it levels up just like how back in the days you get caught with X amount of bullets in the clip. There used to be some extra years, right? Like
I don't even know why. The dude from Polk County, that dude just loved being on social media, man.
That's why I put him on there, bro. That's why
he just loved being on social media, because like crimes like that actually feed the ecosystem when it comes to the court system, because there's no violence committed, and then you got to pay for lawyers, you got to pay for bail, you got to pay for this. Everybody eating.
Restitution, fines.
Yeah, and it ain't no violent crime. Those be the cases that they like.
And they know they ain't got to get dirty. All they got to do is just hit it one time, and there you go. I mean, it's gonna be like this.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Listen, man, take this little 2 years, man. You know what I mean? Get yourself together, man.
But I think they said in the story that they sent somebody in there to go play, or they infiltrated the poker game. So now I don't know if somebody lost a whole bunch of money and was like, man, fuck that, I'm finna rat on everybody, because it had to be like a every Friday night after midnight, or you know what I mean? I'm
gonna tell you right now, the average person you got to remember, when it comes to them illegal gaming spots, it's some regular everyday working people that be going there trying to get that money. So they not about to go to jail for you.
You know what? So just speaking
for real.
So Renegade, shout out to Renegade. DC, stand the fuck up. He just hit me not too long. Well, he hit me yesterday, and then he told me Brez back. So he just told me that it's a famous person, famous NBA retired player, a Hall of Fame NBA player in the casino that lost $300K yesterday, and he's back this morning. 100%. I'll tell you on camera who the person is, but yeah, because he worked security. 100%. He's security and all that. You know what I mean? 100%. And he said, bruh's down $300K and he's back already. 100%. So, that gambling check, it's like a drug, bro. When motherfuckers get that itch, you know what I mean? They, it's real. And like you said, it's everyday motherfuckers. We just did a story not too long ago where bruh did a 3,000 bet, so it was 6,000. He did 6 $500 bets. He hit for 400,000 and the casino didn't pay him.
That's right.
That's them playing them games. They like to play like, you crack a machine for a certain amount of bread and they want to tell you the machine malfunction and all this nonsense. Like, that's another issue,
Or they want to give you they want to be like, all right, here's a penthouse on the house and this and that, and they just want you to get. That's because they want you to stay and spend all that rest of that money.
Yeah,
somehow.
nah, man. My thing is you got casual gamblers that just go there for the aesthetics and go to these spots to get drinks and all that, and then you got the serious gambler. They going up in there to come out with a bag.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Be there all day and night. They'll be there all day and night trying to slap their ass.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They come in there and focus. You know what I mean? So
got this joint called Bay 101 in my hometown. And it's 24 hours. You know what I'm saying? And it'd be like, shit, we're falling out the club, faded. Like, fucking let's go eat at the casino. You know what I mean? And just go over there, fuck around, gamble. But then you always have one of the homies in the group. We go in there, he putting his name down to wait to sit for poker. You know what I mean? I'm like, I'm not finna sit down and play poker right now. But you know what I mean? It's like, Motherfuckers get around them tables and they really get down. Like, okay, hold on. Like Kev get down.
Yeah, he do.
You know what I mean? When he was in Vegas, he was like, all right, I'll be back, y'all. You know what I mean?
He
Be
good
gone
at
for a couple hours.
That motherfucker good at that shit.
Yeah, hell
people
yeah.
out here
He came back with
flying out to Vegas just to go gamble, just to go get that money.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
100%.
Man.
And like all my older rallies before the Indian casinos was smacking, you know, Reno ain't too far away, or Tahoe, you know what I mean? They'll go up there, you know, and go get on the tables 100%. Yeah, no, man, it's just this story right here came across my, you know, the first thing I thought of was just a friendly, you know what I mean, friendly like type shit. You know what I mean? Because, you know, motherfucker house be known as the gambling house. You know, it don't be, an everyday like thing, but 3-4 times out the week, the rallies come through, man. And you know what I mean? So, like I said, they said they infiltrated the game. So somebody must have got sour or something about the shit, in my opinion.
Yeah. Or someone could have got robbed too.
I don't think it's that easy to open up a gambling spot like that, like a legit gambling spot, because they be looking, your zoning got to be on point. It got to be in a certain place. You know what I'm saying? Your machines and all that stuff got to be inspected.
Where's Jay trying to open up a casino at? I heard Jay was trying to open up because I called him Jay like I know him and shit.
Yeah, in the middle of Manhattan, Jay-Z. Yeah, I heard, but
Y'all can out there for on the apps.
Huh?
Y'all can do the apps out there too.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, in Jersey, like, you know what I mean, they could do, you know, gambling legal in Jersey.
Yeah, right.
All the betting apps.
In New York, they be wanting you to go to the a lot of them apps don't be working in New York like that. They be wanting you to go to the actual gambling spot. People don't be wanting to go there.
Yeah, because we can't do sports betting.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, we can do sports betting
for us. We don't got it in the state. You know what I mean? You got to go. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's stupid because that would bring a lot of money in. But see, what it does is that when it's like that, it just keeps the underground shit open.
The shit was on the ballot, so they had it on the state ballot. Was it last year before last? And because you got the Indian casinos that want in on it, and then you got the apps that's trying to, you know what I mean, do it. So you know what I mean, they fighting for that shit 100%. So we can't do it out here.
Yeah, that's dumb because you just passing up money for no reason. Like that's dumb. What is the significance of not having it there? You know what I mean?
That's just like the medicine.
Yeah, it's half-assed in New York now. Like, you know, you could do some apps, you know, stuff like that. But before, it was absolutely no. I mean,
I wonder in Florida they could do the apps and all that shit. That's why they mad because Derek said I'm straight with what Boy was doing. They just mad because they didn't get their cut. Oh my God.
That's
I mean, if you're operating something like that that's making a lot of money, there's gonna be some crooked police that come around and be like, listen, just go ahead and kick a little something down. We'll make sure you're all right. You know what I mean? Because that could have been what happened. Like what they said in the clip. I'm pretty sure there'll be more charges, right?
Right.
They're like, we're just pulling back the layers barely. You know what I mean? Like
if he got past regular police running that spot, the feds probably would have picked him up. He would have got big enough to
very true. I mean, that's a lot of money. And then you know what I'm saying? Like
shit. And
then the promoting it online, always fucking people just fuck up doing that.
Oh no, you can't do that. That's not how that thing goes.
They do that shit every time too. I'm like, why do all these? That's where they fuck up. They're trying to show like, listen, come over here. You know what I mean? We really getting it.
Yeah, that's not how that thing goes.
Bro, some of them dudes at that poker game that he was hosting, some of them motherfuckers, since he's a professional gambler, he might have met some of them motherfuckers at the table at the casino that he was going to, and was like, man, look, man, come pull up over here. I got the spot for us.
I mean, you know, they definitely go get that, especially if it's, you know, it's ran right. You know what I mean? People go spend their money.
All day, every day, right? They have these poker, they have the tournaments, and then they also have the cash games at that casino I was telling y'all about, Bay 101, right? And like they'll have in those tournaments routinely, you'll have WSOP caliber players that play. You know what I mean? All day. It's like they're basically hook, line, and sinking these motherfuckers. Like, oh, I'm gonna join a tournament. You know what I mean? And that's the motherfuckers you run into. That's why, like, when I used to love the Poker Shack specifically because like it's just people I know. You know what I mean? It's people from the hood, and yeah, there ain't nobody no professional gamblers. But like, cause that's the professional gamblers are professionals for a reason, man. They gonna get your ass. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
My mama. Y'all got anything going out on this one?
Man, little gambling never hurt nobody, man. Free him, man.
Come on now.
Right?
He ain't hurt nobody,
he gonna be
man.
behind the walls taking
He
numbers.
ain't take nothing from nobody or nothing, man. You know what I mean?
Hey, he gonna be hitting motherfuckers on the poker table in the day room.
Oh, for sure.
My mama.
It ain't gonna stop.
It ain't gonna stop.
Oh, they can't wait for somebody like him to pull up.
For real though, to organize it for real too. That's part of it.
King D said the Chinese is known for them underground casino and gambling rings on everything.
Yeah, and you don't want to go over there neither, bro. Those are the days you fucking with mafia now. You know what I mean? You go over there and win too much money, you'll never come out of that motherfucker.
Like you gotta take it in stride, man. You gotta pace yourself, man. But it's dudes that be coming off. But I know a couple spots I may be back in the days, man. Like, it's spots where you could go solo, which is the best ones. Like, they pretty much lock you in this room and everything bulletproofed up. Like, and, you take your win and, you know what I'm saying? Like, nobody know when you're going in, nobody know when you're going out. It's all concealed. I ain't even going to give up they shit, you know what I'm saying? As far as, like, where they at, man, it don't even matter. But the main thing is, you go in dolo, you come out dolo. You know what I'm saying? And they got the ones where it's like a spot. So everybody
you gotta be
in
brought
there.
in those spots.
Yeah, to see them spots right there, those are spots where shit can go left because it's people watching you come off. And then you don't know if the person behind the counter tipping they people
Tipping
off.
the people up, yeah.
It's not, there's sloppy ran spots and then there's more professional ran spots. Like that's underground, you feel me?
100%. Man, we just did another story, big bro, about matter of fact, in Tampa at the fucking Seminole Casino, the Hard Rock, where the motherfucker is ramming people as they leave. He hit the person. Motherfucker hit for 30.
Yeah, he was fender bending. Boom. And then they pull over and then he'll stick them up because then this is motherfuckers who just left the casino after hitting. You know what I mean? They hit, 3, 4, 3,800, 4,800, whatever the fuck it is. They walk out the casino. And I was telling when we were watching this clip, I'm like, they probably got a security guard or somebody that's in there that's tipping them off. Like, okay, look out, green Honda, a fucking white dude, just won like 4,500. He's coming your way. Like, you know what I mean?
Because I know the casino, I went to the Hard Rock recently and like in Florida, but they Hard Rock is in a whole nother area. You can pull up there, it's Raris and Bentleys and all kind of shit in front of that joint.
It's a show.
Yeah,
and that's the one. That's the one we were talking about. That one you went to. That's definitely the one.
That's not Seminole. I don't think that's
that was the one we were talking about. Was in Tampa. I think big.
Oh yeah. You're right. You did say it was in Tampa.
Yeah.
We got a Hard Rock out here, right? I think Song lives by not far from the Hard Rock.
It's about 40 minutes away from us.
Yeah.
Everything. Facts. Matter of fact, Song said.
Hard Rock got some cool food.
Is that right?
Yeah, it's not bad. I haven't been there in hell long, but I remember
the noodle bar. The noodle bar is all right.
Noodle bar.
But it's okay. It just got a long ass line for no reason. People just hungry from drinking. That's all that is.
Oh, every day.
And they be the only one open.
At fucking Thunder Valley, when Thunder Valley first opened up, because we don't got no Fat Burger out here. That was like one of the most popular spots.
Oh shit, B.
Did I eat Fat Burger?
Hey, they opened up a Fat Burger.
No, I never ate Fat Burger. Wait, did I? Yeah, no, I did eat Fat Burger before. I did eat Fat Burger before.
Fat Burger goes crazy.
Everything.
Yeah, I remember they had one in Vegas, and then I would trip out like, oh shit, there's a Fat Burger.
I hate to admit this, but I never had Roscoe's before.
Word. Hey, you know what? I just found out that Cameron